Oh yeah, it's time to start the day with one of the best morning talk shows. It's Scott Adams, Coffee with Scott Adams. Let's hear what we got to say.
Joanne, you're always here so quickly.
We'll just prop him up right here.
Good to see all of you. It's time, I think you would agree, for the simultaneous sip. It's going to happen now, but only if you have your mug, your chalice, your stein, your cup, your glass, and it's filled with your favorite liquid. I like coffee. Now, let's enjoy the simultaneous sip.
Scott got famous for creating the Dilbert cartoon, but in the past few years, he's really made a name for himself as a sort of political pundit. He's great at predicting things and showing how most things aren't driven by logic, but irrationality, since we as humans are irrational creatures. Let's see what he has to say about recent events in the news. Here's his hot take on the recent bombings.
Because any reasonable person would know that doing this bombing thing before the midterms would be bad for the president that he supports. How can you explain that? Well, let me explain that. He lived in a van. So every time that somebody says to you, how do you explain why he would do X? Just answer it the same way. He lived in a van. But if you're wondering why he would make such a bad choice as to do it before the midterms and hurt the guy he says he supports, let me reiterate. He lives in a van. He doesn't make good life choices. Let me say it again. He lives in a van. He doesn't make good choices. Don't expect to see good choices. He doesn't make good choices. I think we could make an assumption that whatever level of crazy he was 2 weeks ago, he's crazier now.
Clearly, I'm devastated. No, I'm just kidding. Scott Adams is a pretty funny dude and actually really clever. He's a smart guy. He's trained in hypnosis, and he's been actually one of the most unbiased and accurate predictors of the whole political spectrum and everything like that. I definitely recommend checking out his, it's basically a podcast that he does every morning. It's called Coffee with Scott Adams. You should check it out. Also, his book's pretty good, Win Bigly. It's fun. Persuasion in a World Where Facts Don't Matter. Change the way you look at things, for sure. Hey, do you also like this awesome shirt that I'm wearing? Yeah, I made it myself with a paintbrush in Photoshop. It's titled Just Breathe, and it's a pair of lungs that have camping and stuff in it, and you get the starry sky and the warm campfire. I get a lot of comments about it when I go to the gym and work out in it, but they're probably just commenting on my amazing physique. Hey, do you like shout-outs? We all like shout-outs. The shout-outs are going to be longer than this actual video. My buddy Andy just started YouTube, and he's blowing up. Here's a thing of it. Maybe over here. We'll do it over here. I don't know what has more space. He's doing music reaction videos, and judging by the demographics of my YouTube, I think you'd actually probably like it. He's blowing up. You should check him out before he gets famous.